guys, today's fast food toy is once again part two of my two gifts from New Zealand. Okay, so earlier I talked about the first gift from New Zealand. It was given to me as a gift by a friend who went to New Zealand for a vacation. What a way to spend your vacation! Personally, I haven't been outside the country. The farthest vacation places I've been to would be in Baguio City or in Tagaytay. But never outside the Philippines. I have yet to experience that kind of experience. Probably next year or some other vacation leaves. I might schedule an out of the country type of vacation so that I also would get a first-hand experience on how it feels like to be in other countries with different cultures and different food, and probably have for myself these souvenirs from McDonald's or from whatever fast food they have back there firsthand, not just as a pasalubong, but something that I actually bought to remember the experience back. Okay, so our second toy from Bob Jess. I'm always very thankful to Bob Jess for having thought of me when he visited New Zealand. And so, our second gift, our second toy, which is going to be our fast food toy story for today, will be from once again from another box from New Zealand. Happy Meal box from New Zealand is Rarity. Okay, so Rarity, one of the more prominent characters from My Little Pony. Okay, so Rarity here, as you can see, is a female horse, a female unicorn. Well, it's a little bit concealed, but as you can see, if you look closely, there's actually a horn there. That's why they're called unicorn. They're mythical creatures, but with the advent of the My Little Pony shows on television, a lot of people have become familiar. They're not as scarce or as elusive as they have been perceived. Well, nobody's actually seen a unicorn, but with My Little Pony, they became like a staple. You can see them basically everywhere. Okay, so this is Rarity. Rarity. Now, Rarity represents this element of generosity. She's always been perceived or representation of generosity, and as always, she played the part quite well. She's been the most magnanimous and most generous character in My Little Pony. Rarity is quite a fashionista. She's actually a seamstress, and she has this boutique called Carousel Boutique, where she displays all her creation. And more often than not, instead of selling some of his works, she would, generously give them for free to some her friends and loved ones. And true to her representation, she's generous one generous character to all, to her family, and like I said, to her friends. She is the older sister of Sweetie Belle, another very unforgettable character from My Little Pony, and she's the secret crush of Spike. Well, I don't. Yeah, I think Spike has a crush on her, but apparently the admiration or the infatuation was quite mutual. I think Rarity also has a crush on Spike. Now, these are some of the characters that Rarity has shown generosity, her generous heart, her generous personality. And true enough, a lot of these characters have enjoyed tremendously the warm-hearted and generous heart of Rarity. Well, other than the colleagues, other than the ponies, she's also seen as being very generous to other animals. She, in fact, is the owner of, the owner of a Persian white cat called Paulson's. Yeah, I think she's a very admirable character, and we can learn a lot from her. I think being generous is quite a challenge, no? Especially when we think about our nature part. It seems that it comes second nature for us to be a little self-preserving, you know what, with our insatiable desires, you know. It, it takes an enormous amount of maturity and a love for other people to be able to develop a generous heart. And sometimes it's quite surprising that you get to learn them from, you know, from cartoon characters like Rarity. And I think it pays to be able to look deeply into these characters. And a lot of kids I know, when they grow up, the values that Rarity has inculcated in them would be something that would build their values or their personality. Okay, so that's it. And now we'll look into the details of the. I think the toy is very well made. This is quite a different take on the hair, on the very luxurious hair of Rarity. Sometimes My Little Ponies have the mane made into hair, so when they're a little disheveled, they kind of look a little dirty and really, you know. But when you have the hair something like this, I think you can maintain the pristine and the the gorgeous look of Rarity. Now the tail, on the other hand, was made into this purple hair-like material. So I have to be careful not to dishevel it because it's going to be very difficult to actually maintain this kind of look for Rarity. Okay, so yeah. But the kids wouldn't be able to help it, you know. If they try to play with this toy, it is inevitable that the hair, this very shiny hair, will be, you know, entangled. Okay. Now, the base of Rarity is not an ordinary base, because if you look inside, okay, there are some emblems here, diamonds representing her character, her generous character. There's also a diamond there, and then when you open it, it's like a compact. Okay, so there you have it. There is a mirror there. Uh, and then there's also a diamond comb that you can use to comb the tail of Rarity and also the hair of little girls. Okay, isn't it great? So when they try to improve their aesthetic selves, uh, they will always look up to Rarity, that it shouldn't just be the physical cells that should be kept in a beautiful state, but also their character or what is inside them. And I think the best way to develop true beauty inside and out is to develop a sense of generosity. The same with Rarity. So if you're generous and very good inside, I think it will manifest itself in the outside. So that's it. So this is our toy, Rarity. Take a good look at this beautiful, beautiful pony, beautiful unicorn. very beautiful. And I think what makes her truly beautiful is the kind and generous heart that she has. Okay, so that's it. So thank you to Bob Jess, who, like Rarity, also has a generous heart, for thinking of me while he was in New Zealand, and then thought of bringing this wonderful gift as addition to my fast food toy collection. So thank you, Bob Jess, and once again, thank you also for being so generous in visiting us, um, visiting me tell another fast food toy story. So until then, goodbye and see you around again. Bye bye, and be generous and be kind to one another. Bye bye.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a